Oh boy, people, I have some stuff to talk about today, and it ain't gonna be good. So, we all know the game Forsaken, right? Seems like you guys enjoy it a lot, because every single time I post it, I get like 300 views compared to my others. You get the point. Now, talking about how the title of the video is going to be, I hate this game. This game is straight up unenjoyable. And before I get any comments saying, oh, dumb guy, what makes the game terrible? There is a whole rabbit hole of horrible stuff with this game. Number one, you gotta remember when updates used to be actually enjoyable? Yeah, these updates have been horrible. Some of the worst stuff. Jane Doe update, straight up ignored it. Guess 1337 rework? Basically just destroyed servers with them. Oh boy. Remember when stuff like the Sixer update, the Noli update, the 2-time rework update, the half release update, when the game was enjoyable? Yeah, this game does not feel enjoyable anymore. This is coming from someone who's been who's been playing since like March 20th of 2025. I've basically been around when Forsaken was in a small state. This guy not getting in the way. And don't get me started on these killer releases. Because tell me why half of them either result in them getting butchered or they're just inconvenient. We already know the absolute epitome of Nosferatu being a killer where everyone just says, wait, who's this guy? But, buddy, this game's been ruining itself ever since the slasher update. Jason was a fun killer. Sure, he was overpowered, but a lot of people got a good laugh out of him. Slasher destroyed his hitboxes. Nerfed the range by like 40%. He basically was the same hitbox as Cool Kid. John Doe, he was actually good. His ability was fair, or more importantly, his passive was fair. His abilities was a little strong in the early states. He was an overpowered killer for some point. Butchered him. By far one of the worst killers in the game. Noli? This is coming from someone who has Noli as their second highest killer. This guy was insanely fun. I remember maxing him out in like 2 weeks after he actually released. Yeah. Do I need to explain what happened to him? Everything got butchered. From his Nova, to his Void Rush, to his walk speed, his run speed. They butchered him. Sixer was incredibly cool when he first released. Was actually hyped up a lot. Butchered his stats. They nerfed Bro into the ground, and then had the audacity to be like, yeah, we're gonna give him another handful of nerfs. Because we can't just let some sort of already terrible killer be out. No, we gotta make sure this guy is straight up unenjoyable to play. And they did that. And it's not just killers. Survivors also got the backhand treatment. With the most well-known one being, disappointingly, the man himself. Guess 1337. I know it's recent, but they butchered him into just being a knockbacker. He doesn't even really have a stun potential that he used to. He's more focused around being just, how can I describe it? A shover. Rather than having to focus on actual problems, you just fucking shove them back by like 80 miles an hour. fucking 2-time overpowered. Still is. Doesn't matter. Jane Doe was strong at first, had potential, then didn't change that stat, and now she's like one of the most durable survivors in the game. Since as long as they don't break your Shadow Point HP, or Shatter Point HP, they're never gonna die. You can't kill them. With their constant resistance, they might as well no longer be able to be killed. They are invincible. Literally unkillable. Give up on killing them. Literally, I was playing around. I could not kill this one singular Jane Doe because she just kept tanking everything and looping at like esports level gameplay. Basically unkillable. And like, it's not just the characters that suck. It's not just the updates that suck. It's the gameplay itself that sucks. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna lose. I don't have any means of surviving. Oh boy. Yeah, let me guess. Every person here is just competitive. Yeah, this was the person that was it last round. All hidden playtime. And if hidden playtime taught me anything, they're a sweat. And oh yeah, let me go ahead and change servers. Let me guess, I'm gonna end up in the same exact server. Because one thing that I hate about this game is that the quick servers are just the same exact servers you joined over and over again. Because you can't leave a server without actually hopping out the game, taking a while outside the game, you know, with all these games I've been playing, re-entering, and then watch. Now it's gonna be a different server. What's the point in having that when it doesn't work for most players? It still didn't work. Can we just give people the ability to choose their own server for content? When it comes to fucking console, can we allow people to actually choose the servers they want to be in? Because it's almost impossible actually getting into a different server without just re-rolling your server 80,000 times because the game doesn't want to work with you. And then don't get me started on the factor of that, like, survivors seem to be the most stupidest people on Earth, when it's me that's a survivor. When I'm a survivor, my teammates play like their heads are in the dirt. They're playing like cavemen. They might as well not even be real people. You could just put a bunch of rocks on a PC and they do better. Like, they'd find a way to be 100 times better than the teammates I get when I'm a survivor. And when I'm not, and the only other time where that's the case is if it's a competitive server. And let's be real here, no one has fun in a competitive server. Oh my god, this guy is just unwilling to let me go. He's like, no, why bother get another survivor when I can continue targeting the Elliot like every single fucking time? I hate this game. This game is by far the worst asymmetrical game. Yo, geez, let me give you a pizza, dude. Let me see. Let me guess. Nothing's gonna happen because, you know, you can't eat a fucking pizza, you dumbass. Again, why are you asking me for a pizza? You can't eat pizzas. That's like me going to a library and asking if I can get a bunch of instruments. Does it make sense? No. Are they still gonna ask because they're stupid as all hell? Yeah. Because people just don't know and they shut the fuck up. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Every single time I could possibly try to enjoy playing this game, it just gets destroyed every single time. What is the purpose of me even playing this game when I know damn well I'm going to get nothing? Yeah, no, let me watch, yet again. I exit. Forsaken, okay? I look around, doing all this cool stuff, look at all these games. Watch. Then I touch it again. Let me guess, still gonna end up in the same server. And if not, I'm probably gonna end up in a worse server, because in this game, you can't have fun. Having fun is just a crime. You either end up in the same server 30,000 times and deal with the most sweatiest players on Earth, or you go to an even worse server where now no one's having fun. Again, this game gets a 2 out of 10 out of me. Prime Forsaken, 10 out of 10. Modern Day Forsaken, fucking throw it away. Throw it away like it's a used fucking stick of gum. By far, I don't think I could ever see myself having fun on this game.
Guide me to the lost spirits.
Like, I could rant about it for 30,000 years. About how much this game fucking sucks. But main just the other way, Slasher. Underpowered, needs a buff. Cool kid. Pretty fair, but like, people know how to easily avoid him. Needs a buff. John Doe. Fucking horrible, needs a huge buff. Same with Noah. 1X maybe needs a buff or a nerf. Sixer, fucking buff him. Give him like less stamina drain. Well, I can see decreasing the stamina drain or the stamina gain for Raging Pace, because at times it just makes you unable to win against survivors or as survivors. Nosferatu, he's at a pretty fair state. I'd say he's decent. Shidlinski, I'm gonna be the person to say he needs a nerf. He needs a more obvious wind-up. Because the thing is, when it comes to players, or more importantly, when it comes to players with Shidlinski, it's not easy telling when they're going to use a slash. You have to either predict it in advance, or you're just going to get stunned. It's either you try to predict it as much as you can and just look insanely paranoid, or you accomplish nothing. Because I've tried to react. I've tried to perfectly react. I have tried to perfectly react to the exact moment where I hear the sound. And every single fucking time I do it, guess what happens? Stun, stun, stun. It doesn't fucking work. You can't react with him. You try to run past him, he hits you. You try to run backwards, game latency gets you stunned. There is no physical way you can dodge a stun. Like, either he makes a more obvious windup, or he needs a longer windup. Because for a stun, that is the same amount as any other Sentinel in the game. Besides Gus, but that's because he's a different fucking type. He needs a slightly longer windup. There's a reason why Jane Doe has a long windup. It's because not only because it's easier to land your shots as Jane Doe, because people really need crutches to win as her. But you know what else you need? A longer stun. The more you have a stun, the more worth it is, the more easier it is for you to land said stun. Because again, people need crutches to fucking win as survivors. See how unenjoyable this game is? Not even the killer is having fun against this. Look at this guy. He's gotten 0 kills, all gens are completed, and he has just about a minute to complete all of his, or to get everyone. You just can't accomplish anything. And 2-time, oh my god, please just rework 2-time. I know you want a stealth survivor. It doesn't work. Nothing works with a stealth survivor. You can't accomplish anything with a stealth survivor. Just give up. It's just that simple. Give up. For once, I'll be the person to say it. When it comes to doing something, giving up is the only answer when it comes to stealthiness in the game. You want a character with a... Yeah, no, can you tell how little fun that round was? Jeez, that was such a fun round. Oh, yeah, then we got a person with 250,000 money in this game. And literally all hidden stats. Can you guess how this is gonna go? We're not gonna have fun at all. The killer's just gonna wipe the floor with us. Players like these are the only reason why the game is so unbalanced. Literally, competitiveness ruins the game. I'll be the person to say it. If it wasn't for competitive players, this game would be a 10 out of 10. Remember when everything was just casual? No one cared about playing to win. We were just playing to watch killers really get stunned repeatedly as we laugh at them. As the killer also laughs because of how much they got stunned. Remember that when everyone had fun? Yeah. Might as well no longer even exist. Literally, I've never seen a moment where I had a server where people were actually having fun. I'm dead serious. I've never seen a server where anyone had fun. Every server is just drawn out, sweaty nightmares with sweaty survivors and sweaty killers. That, or I'm going against the most, or I'm playing with the most dumbest teammates on earth, and then they become the most locked in Elite Four having ass people right when I'm killer. I'll admit it. I think YouTubers only get funny lobbies because they want content. Wow, and would you look at that? Fucking everyone left. Can you tell why everyone is having fun in this game? Can you tell why people are totally having a blast playing this game? Can you tell why I want to peel my skin off like a banana? Yeah, this game is bullshit. I don't think generators will get time off, much time off, because we have fucking 5 minutes to survive. Why am I stunned that long? Literally, there is no way to dodge that. Yeah, you know when the server is just fucked when every single player leaves when the killer is actually killer. Yeah, no, can you see why I hate this game now? There's two ways everything goes. The killer gets stunned for the entire round and can't get a singular kill, or the killer wipes the floor with every single survivor. And the killer gets like fucking 5 minutes to kill everyone. Come on. Why does this game have no limits for their time? Die of Death does stuff better. And that's a game that's unbalanced to all hell, and with terrible coding. Wait by Night is a better game than this, and that's a game that's more unbalanced than Die of Death. And Die of Death is already unbalanced. Forsaken does everything worse. Somehow, even though they are an older game, with much more experience in coding, with much better coding, with much time on this game, with a lot more people than most people do anyways. Like, can you tell why, again, this fucking server is this fucking game is so bad? Literally, you can't accomplish anything without fucking losing. This game is a nightmare to even play, nor less to even give commentary about, or fucking gameplay, or fucking anything. I fucking hate this game. Let me guess, that was a 2-time ago. You know, the guy with 250,000 experience in this game. Playing a game, literally hogging gens. Yeah, no, can you tell? Can you tell the amount of fun I have? Can you tell how I'm talking, that I'm having fun? Or how I'm acting, or how I'm doing literally anything? This isn't even fun anymore. This is just torture. Flat out, pure torture. You know a game is bad when literally I can't even commentate without just saying how terrible it is. Like, you know a game is horrible when literally I have to mention how horrible it is. I'm a person that likes to glaze content. I'm a person that usually glazes stuff. So help me God, when I can't even glaze a game, you know the game is terrible. You know the game is unenjoyable, with little to no fun, and it's just straight up a slop fest of unfair survivors and horrible characters and horrible kills. You tell me why they nerfed Noli like 8 times. Buddy, he did not need that many nerfs. This isn't even Brawl Stars, bro. You can't even have that many nerfs. How does one have that many nerfs for no reason? Like, bro, the killer's just gonna run out of time. They're not gonna kill the 2-time because the 2-time's competitive. They're either gonna have to get me and lose LMS to a 2-time, or lose because they can't get the 2-time. Buddy, you should say that to fucking 2-time herself. Fucking a character that gains 20 HP or 10 HP. For literally just doing something towards the killer. You're telling me I'm the one that needs a fucking nerf. The one that's using a character who, mind you, is already as strong as any other character. You know, there's a reason why I disabled playing as killer. That's because there was no shot I'm going to play as killer against the server. Yeah, no. How are you meant to win? There is no shot at winning in this game. There isn't winning as a killer. There is either wiping the floor with a shitload of survivors that play like ass, or getting wiped by the floor by all the survivors, because the killer is ass. There's no in between. Either you lose or fucking they lose instantly. Either you win instantly or you can't get a singular kill the entire match. And mind you, that player has been spending the entire round doing one thing. Mostly one thing. Just doing generators. Which leads into my final category on why this game is so ass. Teamwork. You know, the thing that's meant to exist for games to, be good. You need teamwork. Oh my god, please tell me that was Bubble. If that weeping 2-time is actually gone, I'm going to be as joyous as a kid in a candy shop. I am praying for the downfall on that man. I hope he gets washed after not playing the game for 3 weeks. Well, of course, I see you. You're mostly invisible, but not entirely invisible. All that for touching a generator. As if I'm not gonna have my generator stolen by a fucking 2-time right in front of me. Bro, I fucking hate these gems. The hitboxes are terrible. But yeah, teamwork doesn't fucking exist half the time. Either no one helps each other and the killer just wipes the floor with the survivors because who needs to worry about this silly thing known as teamwork? Or everyone is using teamwork to their full advantage and no one can win. Watch this. All this hope for that 2-time. Watch. Time is still gonna go up because the survivor is just gonna die anyways. Nope, you actually landed a normal stat. Yeah, no, this 2-time's just gonna die. Flat out, I can't help. I'm sorry, I can't do anything. You're just gonna die. You can take the medkit and run. Great, you can't even use the medkit. Why does this always happen to the worst people? Good things always happen to the fucking... Yeah, let me guess, you're gonna target me and then leave the shittiest player on Earth as LMS. I'm gonna peel my foreskin like one large banana. Great, I'm not even gonna get off that heal because the killer is going to fucking target me. Nope, you're actually going after the other one for once. Just for me to run into the blood at the last second. So help me God, if you go over here as I'm healing. You know you can just exit bat form normally? You don't need to do that. Let's go. Ooh, that was actually close. Yeah, no way to dodge that. Oh my god, if I lost at the last second, I think I would have actually crashed out. Okay, Bubble did leave. I can actually fucking re-enable being killer. Finally, for once, where I can play killer and not forcibly want to remove my skin off like an orange. Guys, I want to be like laundry one day. Hung. This game is just so borderline stupid. There is no fair matchups in this game. It's like playing tabs for the first time, which if you guys don't know that game, seriously go look it up. That's like playing tabs for the first time and using the caveman faction on like fucking the dynasty faction. You're not gonna accomplish anything. You're just gonna keep losing over and over and over. It's like banging your head into a brick wall. You just keep going until you stop feeling yourself moving. And once you stop moving, you're gonna fucking slowly fade away like literally dust. You're gonna bleed out on the pavement at least. And all this just for the fucking killer to come by and try to steal the spotlight again. Because literally no one can have fun. Buddy, the generators cannot be that important. There is a killer right next to you. Are you going to... This killer is actually more stupider than the survivor. That is crazy. Also, literally, the round just began. How is every single generator complete? See what I mean? This completely new killer, this new guy, has no idea how to properly play the game, and yet every single person is just try-harding so hard. At least for me, I'm not even that good at killing this game. I only got my levels from generators. So I might as well have gotten them from nothing. And yet all these people are playing like their fucking lives depend on it. Against a new guy, by the way. This is only milestone 2 for the beginner killer. Again, new guy. This guy is probably dumber than most players. And yet these people are playing like it's fucking esports. They're playing like $25,000 is on the line. Buddy, the most you are gonna get is barely any malice and a lot of your time wasted. And I tried. I thought he was gonna go after me. But yeah, that's just what I hate about this game. Seriously, this game is straight up unenjoyable. Oh yeah, can I mention this weird bug where if you click X, you will always do the ability that's here, but you need to actually click an entirely different button to click the one you want to actually do. What the fuck is wrong with this game? Bro, I did not mean to click that. I fucking clicked invite friends by accident. And right when you thought everything was good, everything goes down. At least that guy left. Can I properly click? Yeah, this will be the last round. I'm getting tired. It's like 6 in the morning for me. I had not gone to sleep at all. I just stayed up all night because I couldn't fucking sleep. I swear, this game only drives me crazy for so long. Once Bite by Night's no longer on maintenance, which hopefully is soon, I will never need to touch this game ever again. I will be glad to know that I won't need to touch this game ever again. That's how bad this game is. That I am grateful that this game I will no longer need to touch exists. I can play it for one last time and it's gone forever. This game makes me feel so unbearably miserable. Literally, I'm just too tired. Like you guys can tell my voice, I am just tired out. I'm just exhausted. Every single time I play this game, it's never fun. Even if I wanted to, it ends up never. No matter how hard I try, how hard I want to try, and how hard I will continue to try, this game will be unenjoyable. I am quite frankly tired of playing this game, and I'm only doing it for content. That's right. I'm just dead. Where's my teammate? My teammate third. Unbearably useless. I mean, yes, the 2 times off doing a generator, the fucking Deuce's car had abilities, and we all know that the fucking Jane Doe was able to do stuff. I was sort of right. You were nearby a generator. I saw you, so I'm assuming you were just on a generator. Yeah, this will round off my video. Now you guys know why I fucking hate this game, and I hope that I never need to touch it again. Bye bye. Bye bye.